Before you start this video, make sure you have in front of you the parent functions of y equals log of x and y equals ln of x, natural log of x. Because basically we're just going to transform these. And you should also know the basic domain and range of these and vertical and horizontal asymptotes of these. Because I'm going to quickly sketch this and list everything you need to know for this. I will also tell you in this video which ones that you could probably see on your exam, and you need to know the graphs. They can be kind of confusing, so make sure you know what these two look like. Okay, the first one we're going to do is 75. So 75 is f of x equals ln of x plus 4. So we're going to use the graph that we already know, what y equals ln of x. We're going to shift it to 4 units to the left. So this right here is your horizontal shift to the left by 4 units. And that's all we're doing. So I'm going to shift this over by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means my vertical asymptote is not x equals 0 anymore. It's x equals what? Negative 4. And then I'm going to plot a few points. I'm going to plot negative 3 goes to 0. And we're going to cross in here. And we should already know what it looks like. It's never going to cross here. It's going through negative 3, 0. And we're going to go kind of close up to the 2 here and graph it like that. Okay? So basically we need to know the domain. The domain, we're starting at negative 4 and going to infinity. The range is all reals. You can write it this way if you want, or all reals. And the vertical asymptote is x equals negative 4. Okay? You just need to know what this looks like. All we did was take it from here, where we went from here, because the parent function is here, and was that. We just shifted this over by 4. Okay? So make sure you know how to do, you're just shifting it. We're going to shift up and down. And on your test, I only gave you ones where you're going to shift up or down, left or right. I didn't give you any compressions. Okay, so let's do 77. 77 says we're going to graph f of x equals 2 plus ln of x. I like to rewrite that as ln of x plus 2. Now since this is not in parentheses here, if this was in parentheses it would be a horizontal shift, but it's not. So this is a vertical shift up by 2 units. We already know what ln of x looks like, so all we're doing is we're shifting it up by 2. So up by 2 here. And so that's going to be 1, 2. My vertical asymptote stays the same. There is no horizontal. And I'm just going to sketch the graph like that. Alright? It's just a sketch. Even though I put the grid on here. And our domain is all positive numbers. Our range is all reals. And our vertical asymptote is x equals 0. See how this helps if you just know what y equals ln of x looks like? All you have to do is shift up and down, either your x or your y. Up and down would be your y. You're changing, and left and right would be your x. Alright, 79 is the compression. And so we're not going to do those for the test and kind of skip those. Let's do... let's see if we have any others that would be good to do. Let's do 83. we have 83 is log of x minus 4. So we know we're shifting it to the right. So this is to the right by 4 units. Okay, so normally we're here, but now we're at 4. So I changed my starting point. I know I'm going, so if we're starting 4 here, this point here would be 5, 0. And then you just kind of draw it. There's a point here called 14, 1, but I can't fit on my graph. So on this one, domain is 4 to infinity. The range is all real numbers. Vertical asymptote is x equals 4. Okay? And let's do, I think that's, let's do one that has both. Okay, we'll do 89 for the last one. So this is f of x equals 3 plus log of x plus 2. So basically we have a horizontal shift to the left by 2 and a vertical shift up by 3. So we are shifting to the left by 2. So that's your vertical asymptote here. And we're shifting this whole thing up by 3. So I'm just changing the starting point. So if this is it, we're starting here. And this point would be what? -1, 3. And I'm just going to graph it because I already kind of know what it looks like. We're just sketching it. Okay? Now domain, sorry, is -2 to infinity. The range is all real numbers. And your vertical asymptote is x equals -2. And that's all.